Okay, well, it's the day after the 4th of July and the streets of DC are pretty quiet. Really hardly anybody around. Kind of reminds me of the lockdown during the pandemic, but not quite. During the lockdown, there was absolutely nobody around. Today, there's some people around. And the place I usually go to for lunch on here is closed, even though it's a regular weekday, but it's a sandwiched day, Friday, in between a holiday and the weekend. So I guess they figured nobody will be around. And they were right. Nobody's around. So I just hope the subway is open. It's another really hot day. Right now it's about 92 degrees. They say it's going to get up to about 105 later today. So I'm going to try to find somewhere to eat really quick to get out of this heat. Yeah, it's pretty quiet in downtown DC today. This is the corner of 15th and L, and pretty quiet. There's the Post Pub. You see the Post Pub? They recently closed after many years in service, but now they're closed. Look at this interesting crisscrossing bridgeways up here. Yeah, actually this building used to be the Washington Post building. I believe I showed you that in one of my previous videos. And they replaced it with this big glass. This is actually a big complex. See that? With all the glass bridgeways going across all the buildings. Interesting. Walking around Washington, D.C. on a quiet day after the July 4th, the holiday.
3 days later.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Washington, D.C. As you can see, there's a lot of fencing going up right now around government buildings and museums. There's some more fencing around the IRS. That's because the NATO summit is happening, this week, and it's the first time the NATO summit is happening here in DC in about 20 years. So they're expecting a lot of protests and the usual kind of protestations. See, a lot of fencing back here. A lot of fencing over here. Look at that. All the way down there, fencing. Welcome to Washington, everybody. Gonna be another hot one today. They forecasted the high would be 97 today. That's hot. With high humidity, it'll feel like 105. So, gonna be hot.
The next day.
Well, I had to bail on the bus. Because, this guy, that was the bus I was on. And this guy hit him. This guy hit my bus. I think it was one of these things sticking out, and it hit that bus. And now we're kind of stranded here. That bus is stuck there, and this thing hit that, and then and now there's a traffic jam forming on the back. Okay, well, I guess I'll just walk. I guess I'll just walk the rest of the way. I have to tell work I'll be a little late. I also need to take a leak. I've been wanting to take a leak since the freeway over there. And, I don't know. Anyway, it's a hot day too. It's not that hot yet, but it's gonna get hot. It's a big week in DC. This is the week of the big NATO summit. A lot of the streets are blocked off. Many of the government buildings and museums and official buildings have a fence around it. It's all barricaded. That'll be when it's like, oh, that's why there's a lot of traffic. They have, oh look, they closed up Constitution Avenue. Oh, that's why. Say they put dump trucks there to block the street, so nobody can have access to Constitution Avenue from here. From this is 17th Street. See that? Oh man, this NATO summit is really screwing things up. See, that's why there's a lot of traffic. There's a, let me show you, let me go over there. They put barricades here on Constitution Avenue. Now nobody can access Constitution Avenue from here because they put barricades on there. See that? They put barricades. There's barricades all the way around the ellipse over here. This is the ellipse. Let's cross the street. Right. Okay, let's see. See? Put barricades. So Constitution Avenue. Let's cross the street and see what it looks like over on Constitution Avenue over there. I don't know. Look at the traffic. See all the traffic here? See, everybody has to detour here. And let's go. Right. Let's go across the street here. See all the barricades here? Look at that. These are all pretty tall. These are anti-scaling barricades. See that? This is the ellipse. See? I would say it's about 7 or 8 feet tall. See, Constitution Avenue is all blocked up over here. See, they got these dump trucks blocking the way over here. All this for the NATO summit. Yep, they got these everywhere around the city now. The NATO summit, I believe, starts today. And it's going to be over at the Washington Convention Center. That's where all the dignitaries and the heads of state will be at. There's probably going to be a lot of motorcades around the city and a lot of traffic too. See, they have all the NATO flags there, decorating all the lampposts. Barricades everywhere. The company that does the fencing, whenever something like this happens, is Long Fence. They have a lot of their trucks here. See? They're always the company they call when they need to put up barricades around the White House, around the ellipse over here, around the government buildings, and around the memorials and monuments. Yeah, that's who they call. When you want the barricades put around the city, who you gonna call? Long Fence. Okay, White House is over here. This is the Dwight Eisenhower Executive Office building over here. And the fence extends all the way to here. See if we can cut through Lafayette Square here. Maybe, I don't know. I think we can cut through Lafayette Square. Let's see. I think we can cut through here. I think we can cut through here. I think so. Let's see. Let's go this way. Yeah, well, okay. Man. if I find out we can't cut through Lafayette Square, I have to go back around. I'll be really pissed. But it looks like we can go around. It looks like we can cut through Lafayette Square. Or it's the White House. Here's Lafayette Square, everybody. Let's stay here in the shade. It's getting hot. Here's the Dwight Eisenhower Executive Office Building. Oh, they got the big NATO flag there. Big NATO flag. See that? And of course the US flag on the left. Anyway. Alright, let's cut through the park. Let's cut through the square. I don't think we can... Yeah, we can go to the White House, but there's no time. I have to go. Okay, let's cut through Lafayette Square here. Hopefully the barricades will be open on the other side so I can get out. If not, I'm gonna have to go back around again. Which is something I don't really want to do. Not in this heat. It's not really that hot yet, but it's gonna be. So I better get indoors before it gets really hot. Did I see that guy over on Constitution? That's what I should have done. I should have gotten the bike. Alright, let's get through the park and no time to go to the White House right now. Alright, here's the park. Here's Lafayette Park, Lafayette Square. Alright, let's cut through Lafayette Square here. Yeah, there's still a little bit of the there's still a little bit of the graffiti on the statues. See, you can still barely make out. Well, actually, you can't just. You can actually see it. See all the graffiti. It's hard to wash off because this stone is very porous. You have to scrape it off, but then you're gonna damage the stone. So they might have to use some other solution for that. All right, now I'm sweating. Now I'm sweating. It's getting hot. Should take a drink of water. I got some water in my pack. I just hope there's an opening out here. Whew. Getting hot. It's hot out here for a pimp. You know it's hot out here for a pimp. Here's the White House, everybody. Not too many people yet, just a lot of joggers and walkers, and I see a couple of tourists there, and so far no protesters at the White House over here. Oh man, I hope there's a way out. How do we get out of here? I don't see an opening here. And I want to go down that way. There's no opening there. It'll take me further away from my objective. Well, we got Secret Service here, blocking the streets around the White House. There's the White House, everybody, and we got this barricade here. There's a door here, but I can't go through it. Let's go down this way. Maybe there's a way through here. Here's the barricade all around the White House. I'm actually inside the barricade. And, oh man. I'm actually inside the barricade looking out. See, they got tents set up and they closed off this whole street here. See, I might have to go. Oh man. See, I knew this was a waste of time. Now I have to go back around. I thought there was exit through here, but there isn't. Oh boy. Here's the way out. Should have just went down this way. Here's Decatur House. Decatur House is actually a whole collection of houses. Jackson Place and Decatur House, and then here's the one way going out of Lafayette Park.
Well, I have some bread and
So we have to cross the street. Oh, I think I'll take a little break. All right, we got out of Lafayette Park, and now we're back outside the barricade, heading towards Farragut Park. Looks like the traffic is all pretty backed up here too. Traffic is backed up everywhere because of the NATO summit. Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens here in Washington. All kinds of official things going on, the NATO summit or the IMF, the World Bank meetings or something like that. NATO summit is pretty big though. Many heads of state from the NATO countries will be here in DC, so there'll be a lot of security, a lot of barricades we have to deal with. All right, we are now back on like the normal streets of Washington. It's getting hot. Getting hot out here. It's hot out here for a pimp. I say it's hot out here for a pimp. Gotta get back indoors so I can cool down. Got some water in my pack. I think I'll stop and drink some water.